Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over a bunch of things, a bunch of changes that are coming up in the new season 2 release that's going to be coming soon. We did have access to the beta, but there's a lot of things coming that I would like to discuss. There's a lot of hot takes, there's a lot of great things and some bad things. So we're going to discuss it today. If you guys end up enjoying the video, smash that thumbs up button. Make sure to subscribe for more content like this in the future. And if you do want to help me out and also get some free items in ABI, make sure to use my creator code, man. It's JH Games, or you can click the link in the description. That's going to get you some free items. You're going to get some free Cohen. You're going to get a free 2x2 case, a free skin, bundles. You know, there's all kind of stuff you could get. So make sure to use my creator code if you want to get some free items and help out the channel. Now let's get into the video. All right, so to start off the video, we're going to be going right into the hot takes. The hot takes are things that most people are talking about season 2 that most people don't like. They don't want for specific reasons. Now, all of these hot takes that I'm talking about right now are going to be things people don't want because they like a more hardcore experience. They think these things take away from that hardcore experience and they don't want them. So the first up is going to be the kill feed. The kill feed is, you know, it pops up at the top right when you kill a player, and I think it even works for bot players. It will pop up at the top right that you killed them with their name. People don't like this because, you know, there's situations where you might shoot at a guy and, you know, you don't know if you killed him or not. So it creates a whole situation. It creates more intenseness, and it gives you that hardcore atmosphere. You know, you got to go over there to make sure that you killed him. And I can understand everybody's point in that. Why I don't think it's such a big deal to have the kill feed is because, I mean, let's be honest. Most of the time when you kill somebody in game, you know you killed them. Whether you've been trained from audio cues or whether you just visually seen it, I would argue that 90%, maybe even more of the time that you shoot at somebody, you know whether you killed them or not, or at least downed them, right? So I just don't think it's a big issue to have the kill feed. I mean, every kill I got tonight when I played, I knew I killed him. It didn't even matter about the kill feed. The kill feed is actually good for certain things, like just quickly, if you're on a team, you know how you have to run over and like check their tag to see who killed them if you and your teammate are shooting at somebody. This stops you from having to check the tag. Like you know you killed the guy, or you know he's dead, right? But you guys are like 100 meters away, you're healing up, and now one of you got to go check the tag to see who killed him, and now it's your buddy that killed him, so you went over there for no reason. He gets all the loot. Oh, did you take anything though? This takes that whole situation away. You see right at the top right who killed him, so it can help you and your teammates have better comms and just a more fluent PvP experience. Up next, we're going to have the crosshair. And I mean, come on, boys. Why is everybody mad about the crosshair? People have been using programs to use crosshairs in games for, what, like a decade? Maybe even longer at this point. I'm getting old, so maybe a decade isn't that long. But, I mean, they're built in the monitors now. People use crosshairs, okay? But here's why crosshairs don't matter in ABI. I used to use a little green dot in the center of my screen in most FPS games I played. I had to have that little dot because when I went to hip fire, that little dot would help me be accurate while hip firing. In ABI, it doesn't work like that. Having a crosshair in the middle of your screen, always in the same exact spot, does not work like most other games, because when you move around, the barrel of your gun moves around. When you move to the right, your barrel moves to the left. When you move to the left, your barrel moves to the right. When you're aiming around, your barrel's moving around. When you're shooting, the barrel moves. You're never that little dot or that crosshair in the center of your screen. It might help you in very rare situations where you got to get a 1-tap or maybe a 2-tap hip fire off on a headshot or something like that, or just a general, you know, location where you should be aiming while hip firing. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think the crosshair is going to be helping you in most situations in this game. So having it doesn't, you know, not a big deal, and you can turn it off. The same thing with the kill feed. You can actually turn it off if you don't like it. All right, next up, I think this might even be the biggest one, is the ping system. People are really upset about this ping system. The ping system is like in, any other game, like Apex Legends. They have a ping system. You look out in the distance, you can ping a location that you want your team to focus on. People don't like this, again, because it takes away from the hardcoreness. But I just don't see a problem with it, because, I mean, what's the difference if you audibly say he's over there behind that building right there at the corner, or if you ping over there? You know what I'm saying? What's the difference? And having a ping system allows people that don't have mics or can't get their mic to work in game while they stream, like me. It allows them to communicate with teammates when they don't have a mic, man. You have to have a way. There's no button on the quick shortcut buttons for the voice acting or whatever, the voice cues, to tell somebody, okay, he's over there behind that bush. That's the last place I seen him. There's no way to do that. So having a ping system allows you to do that. I don't think it's going to be make or breaking, the way people play. I don't think you're going to get killed more or less because of the ping system. I mean, most of the time, if you know what you're doing anyway, you're always moving. You're never going to be sitting in the same spot where the guy just pinged 2 minutes ago, or you know what I'm saying? So you're always going to be rotating, stuff like that. I don't think it's a big deal. People don't like it. Now, for the last hot take that we're going to talk about right now, and honestly, I'm pretty on the fence about this one as well, is the new item retrieval box. What this is it's a box that you can run up to in raid, put items into it, and those items go straight into your inventory out of raid. So, if you kill a guy and he had 2 reds and he already had 1 red in his case, but he had another red in his backpack, and he was able to get to this retrieval box, now he's got that second red in his inventory outside of raid, whether he dies or not, plus the red in his case on his person. So this is arguable in a way of like, so you might be getting less loot. So when you kill somebody, if they did have 2 reds, or if they did have a bunch of items, or, you could put up to 6 items. There's 6 little slots, or you could put 1 2 by 3 thing, like a golden lion or something like that. So there's 6 slots in there that you can fill up. I mean, sometimes one single item can be worth 40K. You might get a grip that might be 50K or something like that, or a scope on a rail that's worth 30K. You put 6 of those in there, that's 200K you're getting out with no matter what, and that's not even your case. So, people don't like that. And I don't know if I like that either, because it's taking loot out of the raid that should have been lost. But at the end of the day, I'm sure there's going to be situations where I'm thankful I had it to use, right? I'm sure there's going to be a situation where I have 2 reds and I'm thankful I get to throw the second red in there and stuff like that. So, I mean, it is what it is. That's going to be it for the hot takes, though. I just wanted to get those out of the way because that's what most people are talking about, and that's my thoughts on those. Now, here come the good things that I am just, I think most people like about the update coming up, and I definitely like, so let's get into these. I mean, clearly first up has got to be the farm changes, right? The farm changes are absolutely insane, man. I mean, there's expansions all over the place. We have new areas to go. I mean, here, take a look at this. We got the map right here that you can click here. We have 2 new areas, and I mean, just 2 new like monuments, but there's so much expansive stuff. Like there's roads opened up down here under motel. We have the Wheatfield farmhouse. That is a new place that you can go explore and stuff like that. We have the small hall. The small hall actually has a new safe. So we now have a safe at loading area. We now have these are free safes. 1 at loading area, 1 at motel, 1 at stables, and 1 at small hall. So we have 4 total free safes on farm now. That's going to be super dope. Small hall is definitely a nice little location. I mean, it's not big or nothing, but it's a dope little spot. And then there's a bunch of areas like over here that comes out of Grain Trade Center. It's just big and open over here now behind stables up here in the grass. You can go explore all this and stuff. I mean, you know, it just gives you so many other ways to move around the map. The same thing down here under motel. You could just run right through here now and go all the way down this road to the Wheatfield farmhouse. All the way you can run through Villa. If you spawn over here at the Southeast Village, you can come through Villa now, and instead of having to take a right here to come through the Wheatfield, you could just come right through here to get to motel. I mean, there's different ways. There's different stuff going on. Next up, we're going to be talking about the new gun. So, I mean, this season seems to be the season of the assault rifles, because we got a few assault rifles here as far as new guns. Over here, we're going to be starting off with the AUG, man. The AUG, I was running this today, and I was running it with the tier 5 ammo because we're on the beta and stuff. But this gun is really nice. I mean, it's expensive to build right now. The ammo for it is very expensive right now, especially in the beta. But this gun was smooth as butter. I mean, I had a really good raid. Video's probably going to be up on the channel in a couple days of it, or at least some shorts of using this gun. Very good gun. It's chambered in 5.56, so you're going to be running stuff like A1 and you know, whatever the tier 5 one's called. But it's got high firing power, semi-full, and 750 RPM on this gun. I mean, it's an absolute beast. Next up, we got the SG 550. Now, I did run with this gun a little bit. Now, it did feel pretty weak, man. So it's got low firing power. It's chambered 5.56, semi-auto, full auto, 525 RPM. But this gun, you know, it's just average. It's just an average little gun, but it is a new gun and it's not that expensive to make. So for you budget builders out there and stuff like that, this assault rifle might be a fun little run for you. And right next to that, we have the new G3. Now, this is a gun I haven't got to run yet. I'll be honest, I have not got to run this one yet. If you have ran this gun, let me know in the comments what you think about it, because I have not got to run this one yet, man, but it looks pretty tight. And last up, we got the PCC 9. I did have a pretty good raid with this as well on TV. I was able to kill some tier 5 dude with it. It is a single tap, semi only. It's chambered in 9mm mid to high firing power, 600 RPM, but it's semi only, so it's however fast you can click that button. You know, it was all right. You know, it's not my favorite gun, but it was kind of fun to run, especially because ammo's cheap for it. You know what I mean? I mean, it's 9mm. Basically, you'd be running the same ammo, you know, the same tier 4 ammo that you'd be running in the MPX or whatever with this, if you want to do anything with it. But this was a fun gun to run, so it's up there. All right, now over in the marksman's rifles, we have the new MK14. I mean, look at this gun. Look at it. It's beautiful. It looks absolutely amazing. I did have a raid on TV where I killed a guy for it. Let me tell you, this gun was 800K, but that's because it's the beta, I believe. This gun will probably be about 400K, maybe even 500K, you know, with upgrades and everything to run this when the season drops, when the update drops. This is going to be chambered in 7.62 by 51, 700 RPM, semi and full. For a marksman's rifle, it does have a full auto mode. And when I did run it, it felt pretty good, man. This gun felt really good to run. So definitely check it out. It's definitely worth checking out. Now, the next marksman's rifle we got is the ML lever action rifle, man. Dude, let me tell you right now, this is my favorite new addition for the guns. This is basically long barreled eagle. It's chambered in 44 caliber. I mean, it's like long barreled eagle. It's got 9 rounds in it. You can upgrade it. You can put a scope on it, all types of stuff. It's got medium firing power. It doesn't have a super long range, but we're at 64 with the range, you know, for a marksman's rifle. It is what it is. But dude, shooting this gun is satisfying. Playing with this gun is satisfying. I'm going to be releasing a video on a little budget kit with this gun here soon enough, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But this gun is great. 75 RPM on it. It's not fast, but if you can hit headshots, or if you can hit 2 shots in a row, it takes out most players. I mean, tier 5, tier 6, you're probably gonna have to hit 3 or 4 shots, but it's a really nice gun to run. This is my favorite gun that they brought out. I mean, look at it. It's an animal. We didn't get nothing for bolt action. We didn't get nothing for shotguns. And honestly, you know, dude, we're still only got the RPK for light machine guns. You know, ABI isn't liking the LMGs. I think it's because most of the maps are smaller. You know what I mean? You know, most people aren't wanting to run around with an LMG. So it is what it is. And over here in pistol, I believe we did get one new pistol. If I'm wrong, if we got more than one or other new guns, let me know. But I believe this is the last new gun, this M45A1 pistol, man. I haven't got to run it. It's a new pistol. It's got mid to high firing power. I did compare it to the Golden Deagle, and I mean, it's worse in every way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it costs less, but you know, why would you be running this gun? I don't know, but it's a new pistol. All right, so next up, we have some new sights in the game as well. So let's check those out real quick. Down here, we are going to have the classic compact red dot sight. Here's a little clip of me using that in the firing range. All right, and we also have the bat ear hollow. This is my favorite, to be honest. Here's also a clip of me using this in the firing range. And last up, we have the VTOX hollow. You know, this is big and bulky, and as always, here's a clip of me using it at the firing range. Those are the only new sights as far as I know. If I'm wrong, please correct me down in the comments. I'm not a professional. You are. All right. So next up, we are going to have the new trophy room, man. Check this out. This is pretty cool, man. This is a step in the right direction as far as being able to give us more stuff to do outside of raid. And it gives us a way to like show off some of the things we have to other people we're playing with. So what the trophy room is where you can just kind of display stuff. You got a weapon wall, you got a display case, a dog tag shelf, and a tactical dummy. The weapon wall is a place where you can like show your weapons, right? So you go down here to display. My camera's kind of blocking some of the guns here, but as you can see under my camera anyway, you got to level up these guns to be able to display them on your weapon wall. So in order for me, if I want to put a H416 up on the wall, I have to eliminate 180 enemies with this weapon. I don't know 100% for sure if this is just player kills or player and bot kills. That'll just come with time, and we'll just have to see how that goes. But as far as right now, I have 15 of 180 on my AKM. I'm sure I got more on other guns. But yeah, that's how that works. Because I was kind of confused at first too. I was like, well, why can't I put nothing on here? But yeah, you got to eliminate enemies to be able to put them on there. Over here at the display case, kind of works the same way, man. You can display all types of different items. You can display reds, you can display little items, enamel cups, you know, golden lions, vases, all kind of stuff over here. In order to do this though, find and bring out 10 gold lions from raids. So if you want to be able to display a gold lion on your shelf or any of these items, you have to bring so many of them out. I did check for Secret Dock. You only have to bring one out. For all of us that have been playing forever and still haven't found one, you don't have to get more than one to display it. And down here we have the dog tag shelf. So what the dog tag shelf is, I mean, it's pretty, you know, self-explanatory, right? This is a place where you can display dog tags that you bring out of raids. So let's say you go kill your favorite streamer, you know, not stream sniping, not by stream sniping, but let's, you know, you got loaded in randomly with them and you want to display his dog tag or your buddy's dog or anybody's dog tag. You can come over here and display them here. As you can see, I got Makarov X, I got Viper Nest _ I got Ace Ping and Bonsai X up here, man. So these are guys that I killed in raid, and now I can display them on my little dog tag shelf. And then over here, we got the tactical dummy. I don't have anything that I could put on him. You could put clothes on him. You could put equipment on them, like helmets, gear, body armor, stuff like that, gloves. I don't have anything I could put on them, but you can put stuff on them. So this is just another cool way that we can do stuff and have fun. It gives us something else to do. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for attempting to add things to the game like this. I would like to see it maybe expand into some type of, you know, full outside armory situation, exactly like what Tarkov has. Not going to sugarcoat it. But this is a good start. Love to see it. Next up, we have the TV map changes. So here, I'll tell you right now, I did not get to use the CCTV, but basically this is where you can look at a camera or look at, you know, camera footage of cameras that are around TV station and just kind of look around and see where people are at, see where you should go. I don't know if you've ever played Rust, but it's kind of like the cameras in Rust where you can look at cameras at certain monuments and, you know, see if anybody's there, see if they're in that area. Next up, we have the new leaderboard, man. When you first pull up the leaderboard here, it says no players on leaderboard, but season rank. That's because we're on the season rank tab. I don't know what exactly that's supposed to mean, but if you go over to extracted loot, you can start to see a leaderboard fill in here. I know my camera's covering some of it, but we got Baked Jake up here at #1 with 203 mil extracted already. How is this guy getting so many mils out during the beta? It's only been out for 3 days. I digress. I don't know. I'm just trash at the game, I guess. But this is a new leaderboard. You can go down here. There's all kind of your favorite streamers and the content creators on here. You know, playing ABI. We can also go over to operators eliminated. Top bot is at the top with 204 kills, man. We got anybody that we recognize in here? Bake Jake up here with 148. That's the new leaderboard, so that's cool as well. It gives you like a way to like almost interact with the community a little bit and see what other people are doing in the game. So I think that's a good addition. All right, so we also have some new limited time modes coming out. Solo mode's gone. Not happy about it. Right, whatever, but we have 2 new modes coming out. The first one's going to be Arsenal. This is a 4v4 team deathmatch. Eliminate enemies to upgrade your weapon. The first team to eliminate an enemy with the final weapon is the winner. No items will be lost on defeat. And then Arsenal Shuffle is 4v4 team deathmatch. You will receive a random weapon upon being revived. The team that reaches the required number of eliminations first wins. No items will be lost on defeat. So we do have 2 new modes coming. I have no footage of it or anything because, as you can see, it is locked and I'm never on during the time that, you know, it's unlocked. So can't play them, but there are 2 new modes coming for all you guys who love the team deathmatch modes. Next up, we have, you know, we're going to discuss the new graphics. Okay. You know, I'm not like, you know, whoever is making the, what's his name, Solo, where he's got all the side-by-side comparisons and this and that. If you want to go check out that video, make sure to go do so. I think Solo made it. I'm not 100% sure, but you know, I did see there was a big video already put out about all the changes on farm and the graphics and everything. I do have a couple photos though. I do have a little bit of footage to throw up, you know, as we talk about this. But dude, the graphics look so much better right now. Textures are different. The way entire buildings look are different. You know, it's arguable. There's a lot of the grime and garbage like on the ground everywhere that has been cleaned up. Everything looks almost like too clean. It almost kind of puts the game back in a way. It almost makes it look older because, you know, usually we correlate like dirt and grime and all that type of stuff and garbage is all over the place with like a more higher end game because, you know, all the lower end games are just like, it's just the floor and a couch, you know, there's no like garbage. It doesn't look like it was lived in or apocalyptic or anything like that when there's not those things in there. So I think it looked better when all the garbage and grime was there, but the overall graphics and the textures, now this could just be a beta thing. I don't know if all the garbage and grime is gone completely, but the graphics and textures and the way buildings look, everything looks great. I do love it. And honestly, the lighting, something with the lighting is just different. The lighting looks way better than it did before. And next up, just a quick little thing. I mean, at least in the beta right now, thermals are 4.5 mil. So I don't know if that's going to make its way to the final game, but everybody has been talking about, you know, wanting thermals to be more expensive, right? Well, they're 4.5 mil right now. Everything usually in the beta is more expensive than it's going to be on the final release. We'll just have to see. But if you're hoping for higher price thermals to make them more hard to get, I mean, it's only like 2.5 mil more. But if it does stay 4.5 mil, that's something, right? So that's a good thing. All right, so now for the bad. I really don't have that much bad. I literally have 3 things written down. I mean, the hot takes at the beginning, but you know, I like most of those things. The retrieval box is up for debate. I need more time with that before I make a final decision on that. But you know, I don't have many bad things to say about this update, but there are just 3 things I would like to either see changed or added to the game per usual. Number 1 is going to be a new map for regular mode. We need to have either one of the maps that are already on here or a new map put into the game for regular mode. We can't just keep running Farm and Valley. Now, granted, Farm did have a big expansion. That's going to be fun for a little while, but it's still, you know, that's only going to last so long, right? Until people need something new. And having a new map on regular mode is much needed for people that are low on coin, new players, and stuff like that. You don't want to be running just the same 2 maps all the time. And I know you want to kind of force people into the lockdown and forbidden side of things, but you know, yeah, people like me, for example, I have almost 30 mil coin. When I lose a couple mil because I had a few bad raids, I like to play regular mode to make that money back or whatever. You know what I mean? So doing it always on Farm and always on Valley just gets to be a little boring after a year of playing the game almost. So a new map on regular just would be a cool thing to have. It's not a major deal, but it would be nice to have. We still have no limits on lockdown. There's no limitations. You could still go in with thermals, you know, all out as long as you have 100K or more. We definitely need limitations on lockdown. We need thermals to not be allowed in the lockdown. We need thermals to be limited to forbidden and stuff like that. Those are things people have been requesting for quite a long time. So hopefully we'll see that happen in the future. I mean, some of these things that I'm saying could be changed by the time Season 2's release, but as of right now, it's not in the game, so I would like to see that. And lastly, this one's a small thing to most people, but for me, it's kind of big. I want it. I need this in the game. There's still no option to buy new from the quick items menu here. You know, you have to pull it from your inventory. And the problem with this is like a standard surgical kit. If I have one in my inventory that is 2 of 4, it's low, right? It's half used. But I want to go into a raid with all fresh meds. I have to click this twice in order for this to buy a new one. I mean, I have 9 in my inventory right now, as you can see. So I would have to click it 10 times. I would have to get 10 of these. And it puts all 10 of those into my inventory. So having just some little button or a way to be able to buy new from this menu would be great. I mean, I shouldn't have to just pull it from my inventory if I don't want it from my inventory. But all right, guys, at least for right now, that's all I got to discuss. That's all I got to talk about. What are your thoughts about the Season 2 update? Are you enjoying it? What do you think about the hot takes? Do you think the good things are good? Do you think the bad things are bad? What are you thinking about it? Do you think it's good for the game or bad for the game? Are we going to have a successful Season 2, or is Season 2 going to be the end of ABI? That's what a lot of people are making it sound like. So let me know down in the comments what you think about it, man. Make sure to sub up for future content like this in the future. Smash that like button, and please use my creator code to get some free items in game. It also helps me out. Link to that is in the description, and you can also see it right up here above my webcam if you know how to enter the code yourself. But I'm gonna get out of here, boys. Appreciate you tuning in. Until next time, peace.